Thank you. Do you think there's any redemption for Klaus?
I hope so. I feel like that should be the long-term arc of the series of the originals. Klaus's redemption. I think that's what we're looking for, and the child in the beginning, ironically enough called Hope, it was the hope for his redemption, and continues to be. So on a personal level, I hope so. He continues to mess it up at every turn, but I think that's partly what the series is about. Is about Klaus trying to find redemption and his brother trying to help him to find it.
Our season's goal to be different in season 3 than it has been in the past, or is it the same sort of motivation of keeping Hope safe? General machinations against the people.
Keeping Hope safe now is the priority, definitely. In the beginning, he wanted to take the city back. That's no longer a goal of his. He's in fact given the city to Marcel. He's given it back now. Although I'm not sure how happy Marcel is with that. Like, I'm done with the city now. You can have it back. It's like his kind of leftovers, the crumbs of New Orleans. So that's no longer a goal. But absolutely keeping Hope safe, doing whatever it takes for the good of the family. I think no matter who he hurts or kills, or offends, or burns alive. That's certainly a goal of his. But we'll see. I know there's some new players coming to the table in season 3. Some new vampires. Some of the first of the sire line, the first vampires that were sired by Klaus and indeed Elijah and Rebecca. So with them, it's going to blow in a whole load of trouble. So we'll see. His goals are going to have to adapt as they get introduced.
Elijah seems to always be, forgiving Klaus and giving him leeway. Do you think that they finally reached the breaking point between those two, where they're just not going to be able to mend the fence again?
Klaus wants to mend the fence, but it's they have hit a wall there, definitely. I've read the first few episodes, and I can say that fractured would be a nice way to describe the relationship. It really is damaged. Perhaps irreparably. He's done some terrible things to his brother, numerous staggerings, all sorts of kind of interfering, and most recently the burning of Gia and the cursing of Haley. So, I don't know what he'll be able to do to repair that relationship. It's interesting though. It's an interesting dynamic to play, I'll tell you that. Gillies is one of the reasons I did the show in the beginning. We sort of both were like, hey, I'm in if you're in, and so working together is always a lot of fun. And whether they're fighting or whether they're allies, it's a fun dynamic to play. So I don't mind as long as they're on screen together.
There's never peace in Michael's family, but with Michael and Esther and Dahlia all pretty much vanquished at this point, is Klaus feeling a little bit of relief over not having a family member hunting him long term anymore?
Well, now he's just feeling rejected. Sure, there's no one actively hunting him, but he's also alienated his entire family and most of his friends, if you can even call them that. I don't know if he has friends or he just has kind of temporary allies, But I think more kind of seeking affirmation and to repair the bonds that he severed, I think is probably a good description of where he is.
What is it about Daniel that
He's a terrific actor and he's a lot of fun, and it really comes down to that. He and I started, he'd done a lot of the show before I joined. He'd done about 11 episodes of Vampire Diaries. My first episode, called Klaus, was episode 19, season 2 of Vampire Diaries, and he and I shot all the flashback stuff before, that was all the whole episode for me, apart from when I walk out the armoire at the end. So my whole first experience was just with him, and then with Nina, and mostly with him, and we drilled the scenes, we went at the hotel, we read through the scenes at night, and he's just, we just felt like it worked from the beginning, the dynamic, and we developed this idea that Elijah was like consigliere to Klaus, the voice of reason. And the more we've developed it, the more kind of complicated the dynamic has become. But it's always fun. I just love it, and the same with Claire, working with Claire, and then with newer members. But really, that was the core of it. Was he and I kind of going, hey, I could do this for a couple of years. Yeah, this would be all right. And we had there was an episode called Ordinary People, which was just the originals. And it was set in the past in a Viking village with just our family. And he and I, we had a few minutes where we were like I love the Vampire Diaries, but part of me wishes this was the show, and it was just our family. And then, be careful what you wish for, right?
With that in mind, and I know Michael Narducci mentioned that there'll be an exploration of the history of vampirism a little bit in the season. Are there certain eras that you want to explore, or questions you have about Klaus's past that you know are being explored so far?
I mean, I like doing all the period work. I was very jealous of Charles's World War experience. I got to be there once in the tent, with a gold coat, playing with a Nazi helmet. But I was extremely jealous of that time in the trenches, so I would like something like that, I think. We touched on the 20s. I would love to revisit that. I know that there's going to be some new eras this season that we're going to explore. I've read some of them. I've read the first few scripts, so I know that we're going to be visiting some eras we haven't visited. The 60s would be fun. Please don't do the 80s.
No afro?
That is all, yeah. No, some bell bottoms and an afro. I don't know if I could maintain my brooding exterior.
It would be a challenge.
All right?
Okay, one more question, guys.
Can we talk a little bit about Klaus's feelings for Cammy, and do you think that he will give in to them next season? Or just continue to
you could take the name Cammy and insert any name.
Any name, right.
And we could answer the same question, right? I don't know. I mean, what do you mean give in to them?
Do you think he'll admit that?
Probably not. Although that's not to say they aren't there. And that's not to say they aren't there for other people as well. I just believe his guard is up consistently. He's very reluctant to be vulnerable. He'll allow himself these brief moments of vulnerability with his baby, which I love playing, by the way. The little fairy tale at the end of the season. Oh man. We tried to film it with another baby, and the baby was kind of crying and so difficult, and then they said we're going to have to reshoot it, and so we shoot with these two twins who play Hope, and they're the ones who always normally play Hope. And as soon as I got that little baby, she just fell asleep. So it was just so sweet to film that. And it was a lovely end to the season,
I think that was my favorite scene.
I'm a huge fan of gothic fairy tale stuff, and so that was wonderful to be able to do that. I don't think so. I don't think he'll allow himself to be vulnerable with anyone other than Hope at the moment.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.